cell 13.
Parole 3 out of 5. Good behavior.
You'll be back.
I wouldn't wish prison on my worst enemy, man. That joint's a waste of time, so like, when I was doing that time, I couldn't wait to get up out of that joint, man. I'm here now, though. Gotta focus on doing this music thing, man. Gotta focus on my family, man. I ain't never going back to that joint. Straight up.
Silk, we got one, baby.
Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell or lock that door. One thing's for sure, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back.
You know one thing you could quote me on? My life right now's in a sling like a broken arm. I can't do too much with it till my parole be gone. It won't take long for it's over and they'll both be strong. Man, these little kids, they love me like Pokemon. I'm doing this for them, that's why I wrote this song. There's so many places to go in life, so many places to see. I ain't going back to where I was at, that ain't where I wanna be. Locked up in a holding cell with an officer got the key. He gotta yell for the CO just to tell him you gotta pee. Next morning see a lawyer, let him tell you about a plea. And the bill ain't even set yet, that's how they get when it's not a fee. That judge right there's a bitch, that's who you get when it's not a he. And worst off, I'm black. You would think Jay and Nas was in the back. And I'm the opening act, the way the courtroom is packed. Let's make a toast to the fact that I ain't never going back.
Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell or lock that door. One thing's for sure, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell or lock that door. One thing's for sure, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. You can quote me on that.
Anything could happen without you ever knowing. Never going back. I ain't never going. I was hand to hand and before they came with all these cameras. Before they changed the law when it was 8 months for a hammer. It was easy then, but it's rougher now. When you behind them walls, they make you suffer now. You lose your self-esteem, then they will cut you down. If you ever go to war, try not to touch the ground. That's where the steel's at. You don't wanna feel that. I'd rather be out here where it's real at. I set goals for myself, I'm achieving them. I'd rather send the packages than be receiving them. Truth over lies, but I ain't believing him. I'm with the family, building and reasoning. They got the recipe, I got the seasoning. Never going back, I ain't leaving them.
Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell or lock that door. One thing's for sure, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell or lock that door. One thing's for sure, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. You can quote me on that.
My mother told me there'd be days I'ma have to get on my knees and give the Lord praise and ask God to forgive me for my harsh ways. You stop playing games like I'm in an arcade and go get our trade. I was hard-headed, so I had to find out the hard way. On a hard bench for the night, in the courtroom all day. Moms took off for work, talking to lawyers in the hallway. She told me I was gonna get fucked, I was just going through the foreplay.
Never going back, won't let them put me in the chains no more. Close that cell